Welcome back, Guardians. It has been some time since we delved into the Abyss together, and today we begin to unravel one of the galaxy's greatest mysteries, a creation of human hands, human sweat, and human sacrifice. A technological marvel so advanced that the repercussions of this creation shook the very heavens. Once, in an age long forgotten, we built creation itself. We took fire from the gods and built something far superior than we could have ever imagined. We built intelligence. What nature took millions of years to create, we did so in but 1,000. We took the greatest aspect of the human mind and built a titan, a creation so powerful that we knew not what it was capable of. It was our protector, used to safeguard our principles, protect from threats, both foreign and domestic, and usher us towards an age where human bigotry was a footnote of our bloody history. We built the warminds. The city consensus may not look to them as I do, or even as we do. To the consensus, the warminds are tools, gateways to Golden Age weapon systems that could turn our homeland back to us. With one warmind, we could regain control of the entire Sol system in a short campaign, with few resources and even fewer lives. There is merit here. Should we reclaim our place amongst the stars? Should we not press our advantage on the Hive, oust the remaining fallen from Earth, and rebuild from the ashes of London? Should we not stop the Cabal from taking our secrets on Mars? The contemporary argument would say yes. Let us use all at our disposal to resecure what is ours. But ultimately, these warminds are not ours, at least not any longer. Our forefathers held that bond. We are but the last breath of the light, cherry-picking victories where we can find them, but no closer to overall victory. Rasputin, though. Rasputin could change everything. Only a few months ago, a group of Guardians found something in an array system in old Russia. At the time, it seemed like a Golden Age relic, but what they found and freed is something far greater than any icon of the past. They found Rasputin, and they gave him back to the stars. Old Earth records of Rasputin vary. We know he was a faith healer under the forename Grigori, and is considered an advisor to the Romanov dynasty in the earlier 20th century. Records are a bit brief, mostly due to conjecture and biased rumor, but we can ascertain with some belief that Grigori Rasputin had a hand in the ultimate downfall of the Romanov dynasty, leading to a revolution that would change Russia until the late 20th century of Old Earth. Perhaps named out of respect for his location or something more sinister, at the current point in time, additional information about the name given to the AI to ascertain similarities to the human Rasputin is required. One thing is certain. The AI Rasputin would survive an almost a certain death, just as Grigori had. Rasputin, as we understand, is one of the last remaining warminds of the Golden Age, constructed to protect and overwatch humanity's arsenal of doomsday weapons through war satellites, supercomputers, and advanced simulation models. Unfortunately, he failed. Unlike the other AI warminds, their might of technological prowess was not enough to stem the tide of the oncoming darkness. Records dating to the collapse show information of Rasputin accepting defeat, stopping all protection simulations and objectives. I am declaring Yuga Sundown, effective on recipient. Cancel counterforce objectives, cancel population protection objectives, format moral structures for midnight exigent, execute long hold for reactivation. AI, calm, Rasputin, sign off. Stop, stop, stop. For clarification, Yuga is defined as any of the 4 stages of life of the world. So, taken literally, Yuga Sundown is the end of the world, the apocalypse. There is more code to decipher, but with current information, Rasputin did all it could. It exhausted every variable, projected every simulation, and attempted all action, only to fail. The forces of darkness too great. Reports from the field also offer some evidence of the power Rasputin could offer. If only we could grasp at it. Take this ancient weapon and turn its gaze upon our enemies. Surely they would feel defeat. Reporting from the field, a hunter sent by Cade was seeking Valis Tarark on Mars. What she encountered was far more emulating than combat of Vex and Cabal metal. The Vex erupt from nothingness and crash down over the Cabal in formations of golden light. Lightning arcs and snaps and gives birth to marching ranks of bronze warrior holes. Gun positions thunder back. Tracers sweep the sky, and she can feel on her skin the electromagnetic howl of Cabal munitions seeking targets and the prickle of stranger signals that whisper of broken space and bent time. A harvester spins down to shatter itself on the sand, and now the command network drums with grim Cabal war speak. A centurion somewhere crying Black Shield, Firebase Thuria. Perimeter compromised, request terminal protective fire. 060138, immediate effect. Something else is watching too. Do you feel that? Her ghost whispers, awestruck. Yes, she says. Yes. What is it? A third song, a stealthy regard, something from high above them. Not Vex, nor Cabal, narrowing its great eye to measure the battle with instruments of light and gravity. Does she remember it? Does it remember her? It feels like she should. She has the sense of something old lifting a long spear, testing its heft. Then dawn light, a terrible dawn. The sky opens up to admit devastation thrown down from orbit. Minotaurs fall burnt and broken, with their fluids boiling out. Cabal guns detonate in thunderous chains as tiny piercing flechettes fall out of the sky and find their ammunition bunkers. The battle stops. The Vex wink out. On the Cabal network, the voice of Valis roars. Find the source. Rouse the flares and find the source. She remembers word from Earth. The array opened. A ghost of the Cosmodrome set loose. And she wonders who won this battle. Who learned the most? The Vex baiting out this new power, or the Cabal hunting it, or the Warmind itself testing its reborn strength? Reports are varied, but we have recently learned that a team of Guardians has moved into the old Cosmodrome at the behest of Ares Morn to defend Rasputin. The city vanguard, most notably Ikora Way, worries deeply that if the Hive were to transform Rasputin into a weapon of darkness, their power would become insurmountable. Most fortunate for us, here in the city, the Hive General, Omnigul, was thwarted, her plan defeated, forced back into the darkness. The victory could change everything. For the first time, Rasputin has received aid from the Guardians of this city. No longer can it remain belligerent of our cause, although we are no closer to unlocking its secrets. Surely the olive branch must mean something. We cannot characterize Rasputin's strategic objectives or capabilities, cannot define its physical or computational architecture, cannot ascertain its disposition with regard to the city, and cannot be sure it retains memory of the events before the collapse. Perhaps what remains is only an automatic shell defending itself by reflex. Or perhaps Rasputin's objectives have changed, transformed by some vital information it obtained during those dark days. Rasputin's survival opens the possibility that other warminds may be revivable, opening weapon systems to aid in the city's defenses. The Vanguard and the Consensus hope that continued outreach towards Rasputin will develop into a strategic alliance. The return of Rasputin can be interpreted in varying degrees of good fortune. He is not our enemy. It was the darkness that forced him to sleep. We only awoke the giant, and now his gaze is turned upon those who threaten. Perhaps we should feel pity for those who are caught in his scrutiny. Do you feel it, Guardian? The whispers of the past clawing at the present, begging so desperately to be unleashed upon the new world. Should we not answer these calls and give these whispers solace?